winner yet in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, but Judge Brian Hagedorn remains in the lead with a razor-thin margin over Judge Lisa Neubauer. You can see the numbers right there. Judge Hagedorn has declared himself the winner. Judge Neubauer still thinking a potential recount and says she will, quote, make sure every last vote is counted. Let's bring in our political panel. We have Pewaukee businessman and Republican lawmaker Adam Nealon. And in Madison, we have Democratic strategist and founder of Sepecki Communications, Joe Sepecki. Democrats swept 5 statewide races in November. 5 months later, the conservative-backed candidate is leading by a few thousand votes. Representative Nealon, why did the political pendulum swing back to the Republicans in this race?
Well, the stakes were high. You know, when you look at how the Supreme Court could change in the next 2 elections, I think conservative voters recognized that there was a lot at stake here, and they came out and did the grassroots effort, and I think that the last loss really stung. So there was a lot of momentum, and there was a lot of grassroots, and there was a lot of organization that took place this session, or this race, that might have been not as amped up last time around.
Yeah, Joe, we saw about 1.2 million voters yesterday. Democrats had the blue wave momentum going into this race. What happened?
Well, I would disagree with you that the pendulum swung. The pendulum is stuck right in the middle. The governor's race last year between Scott Walker and Governor Tony Evers was essentially a tie with a slight edge to Tony Evers. Right now, this race is tied. There has been no declaration of victory or a call by the Associated Press. It's a tie game. Wisconsin elections are close, and I bet that that'll be the case next year, too.
Yeah, 2020 certainly will be battleground Wisconsin. Let's talk about something that former Governor Scott Walker suggested, that liberal attacks on Judge Hagedorn for his religious beliefs and anti-gay blogs were similar to attacks from the left on Judge Kavanaugh during the U.S. Supreme Court confirmation hearings. I asked Judge Hagedorn about that.
I don't want to comment on, the Kavanaugh hearings, other than to say, without question, many of the attacks on me were misleading and inaccurate and lies and smears, and I've said that.
Joe, do you think that backfired on Democrats? Was that an important issue in this race?
I just have a hard time listening to that with a straight face. No one attacked Judge Hagedorn for his faith. He has attacked people like Mitt Romney in the past over their faith, but no Democrat, no candidate in this race was attacking his faith. They were saying these are Judge Hagedorn's own words and own affiliations to this day and how they impact members of the LGBTQ community. That's fair game, folks. And the fact that Republicans want to play the victim card and that Judge Hagedorn wants to play the victim card, that's just too bad. It's really disappointing.
Representative Nealon, was it fair game? How did it play out in this particular race?
Well, in terms of it being fair game, I think, anything that you've publicly stated or came out with in the past is fair game in elections. You put yourself on the ballot, and it's fair game to talk about things like that. But I think that, Democrats and liberals did overplay their hand by attacking Judge Hagedorn's faith. I think there's a lot of people that might be outside of what some would consider the mainstream and their religious faith, and I think that sort of backfired. And I think that we hang on every word oftentimes in the news cycles, but really it's the big picture stuff. In the big picture stuff, attacking Judge Hagedorn on that, I think that backfired a little bit.
Joe, a quick prediction: will there be a recount?
Too soon to tell. Let's see how the official canvass looks. There's no reason to rush this. We want to make sure every vote is counted.
All right, Joe Sepecki and Representative Adam Nealon, we thank you both for your comments.
Thank you.